Hi everybody, Ranging Gamer here. Welcome to our CK3 Game of Thrones modded playthrough, The Life of Lady Royce. We're in the Runestone. We have land in the Vale, and at the last episode we were on our way to Lord Corlys's grand tournament. We are aiming. I think we decided that the ultimate goal was to perhaps try to supplant the Arryns as the rulers of the entire Vale. That's going to be very difficult, I know. They have 22,000 soldiers. We have 6,000. I think one of the things that we can do is we're looking at taking the rest of the Drainlands. So that's going to be a war against the High Lordship of Grimholm. They currently have strong alliances, or at least one strong alliance. However, Lady Caroline is 61, so let's pin her, because maybe I don't want to wish too much ill on an old lady, and she's feeling fine, but maybe when she passes away these alliances will come to an end, and that could potentially be the time to pounce. We don't have a Casus Belli. I'm guessing that's because we don't have the duchy yet. We also need the Lordship of Coldwater Burn to create this duchy. However, he is fabricating a claim. Is he fabricating a claim on this? He is. Oh, I'd already thought of that. Fantastic. I'd forgotten I'd set that in motion. Right, let's unpause. There we go. We are the rightful lady of the Lordship of Longmoor. One little bribe. Oh, it's going to put us into debt for a little bit. As long as we don't have to go to war whilst we're in debt, it's not too bad. Okay. Tournament arrival. I have arrived at the site of the tournament here in Driftmark. Though not all the revellers have yet arrived, throngs of people wander through the colourful surroundings, all looking forward to the forthcoming displays of skill and prowess. There is no time to lose. I must begin preparing. I must be a victor at absolutely any cost. It looks like at best we're average and our wit is terrible. I can't wait for it to start. So where do we want to head to first? We've got to qualify for the archery. We're way off qualifying at the moment. Where victory is fostered, my knights stand assembled for the day's training, their attendants laden with kit. Lord Yon and myself stand before all. Knights, what you do not know, ask humbly to be taught, urges Yon. Together we represent the lady. Let us together prepare for our glories. He turns to me, eyes gleaming. Commanders! This option is available because of our triumph intent, and our score increases slightly. Our captain's score increases moderately. To your saddles, draw your swords. Knights, prove your keenness, both of eye and mind. Best them all, Yon, now. I think we will go with knights. Prove your keenness both of eye and mind. So there we have to wait, well, a number of days before we can go to another location. Oh, we have just given birth. I had forgotten we were pregnant. A perfect little daughter. Who will you become, my child, and what shall I call you? Leonella? Leonella. May you grow to be strong and wise, my daughter. Fantastic. Let's yes, let's just hit pause. Okay. Right. Last time we tried to get a marriage to a dragon rider, no less. We even went as far as to murder her betrothed. She doesn't want to get married by the looks of it. 3 days before we can visit any more locales. Let's just have a look. I mean, we are there in person, aren't we? Let's just have another look whether we can. We have a daughter, a son, and another daughter. Yeah, we can't arrange a marriage directly with her. I don't know if you can hear that in the background. My dog's snoring. Yeah, it's still only Jaheira and Vela Valerion. Neither of these have a dragon. Although it's not to say that they won't, but they haven't at the moment. Do any of these other Valerians have dragons? I probably doubt it. Well, we're not going to marry her to a 60-year-old. Laenor is already married. He has a dragon. Yes, he does. Okay, so still, I wonder. She's pregnant. 3 months' time, she will give birth, and if they've got any eggs, she may give an egg to her child. I'm not too sure he does have any eggs. Okay. Well, let's head back to the tournament. We are going to qualify now. Let's head to... Where did we head? Oh, I can't move this. To the camp. Was it the camp? No, the artisans' quarters. A fine favour. As I prepare for my upcoming match, I spot Lord Mattis, hailing me by waving a handkerchief around, offering me his favour. I put my glasses back on again. Before I can respond, Lord Alton appears, holding a handkerchief out for me and insisting I take his favour instead. So we've got a 57-year-old and a 60-year-old, hoping for them to take their favour. Yeah, we get stressed because we're chased. So although it would help us, our score will increase. Presumably that's our qualification score. And we have a match to focus on. Yes. Oh, well, that didn't last long. Grand tournament cancelled. To war, called Lord Corliss's captains as they thunder past, their horns bellowing and banners flashing, brilliant against the sky. That boor, Princess Rhaenyra, has no regard for our grand tournament, it seems. The event is to be cancelled as the Lord sends for his levies and prays to the warrior for victory. A grand tournament is a noble and worthy amusement, but the call to arms ring louder than any other. What a travesty. Interesting. So Rhaenyra, Princess Rhaenyra, is attacking the Valerians for a claim on Driftmark. Oh, does that make you suddenly want an alliance? No, he's got plenty of alliances, so I doubt it. There's always Princess Rhaenys as well. Sickly. She may get a dragon, may yet get a dragon. Obviously, we head back, and we are going back via Dragonstone. As I wander the tunnels of the Dragonmont, I search to comprehend the size of them. Dragons have nested here for centuries, and yet here I am. As I turn the corner, I enter what must be the hatcheries. I would have investigated further, had I not tripped over a pile of scrolls. Upon closer inspection, I am slightly dismayed to find that most of them are unreadable. But one is. It details how the island's dragon keepers nurtured the eggs until they hatched. I should keep note of this. It would be very useful if you could find an egg in there. I don't think we're going to. Travel, at long last, I am finally home. That was a much shorter time away than I expected. I would like for your nephew, Creighton Royce, to become the squire of Vance Hersey, a most skilful knight. And he is the lord of North Breach. Up there he is, our neighbouring ruler. Yes. I might think twice if it was our son or daughter that he had offered to squire. Right. Lady Caroline is still alive, so I imagine she still has those alliances. Let's have a look. At dragons. So Lady Rhaenys's Lady Rhaenyra's dragon keeper is looking after a number of eggs there. This is Princess Rhaenys. Has a dragon egg. King Viserys has a number of dragon eggs. So Vela Valerian does have an egg. Vela Valerian. So Vela Valerian, our son and heir. They've also had he's had another daughter in the meantime. I mean, she is comely and quick, so would make a good match. He will accept. We may get drawn into this war. Is this a bit of a calculated? Is this a calculated risk? Is it a risk? Is it calculated? I don't know whether it's either. But if it comes off, our heir gets a great spouse, and maybe even with a dragon. And I bet if the worst comes to the worst, by the time she's only one, in 15 years' time, 14 years' time, the egg hasn't hatched, We could always back out. Ugh, not very honourable. We'll go for it. Let's pin her just to keep an eye on her. We don't want matrilineal, no. We don't need a grand wedding. We will send that proposal. That's all. He's accepted. To the thoughtful Rhea, I gladly accept your betrothal proposition. Your son and heir, Yorens, will be betrothed to my daughter Vela. Excellent. Now then, I wonder whether he's going to call us into his war. I'm hoping not. There we go. Okay, yes he is. Oh God, I think that might be. I see something there that scares me. To the thoughtful Rhea, I call on you to honour our alliance and join me in the Dragonstone War for Lord Garwin's claim on the High Lordship of Driftmark. His allies, he has 7,000 soldiers, and his allies, Lord Dontos of Duskendale, has 3,000. So that's 10,000. With us, another 6,000, 16,000. Princess Rhaenyra has 5,000, but it's the Tullys that worry me. Yeah, they've got 24,000. Chase rude shy. We just made this alliance. I don't think she would dishonour it. I mean, the only thing is the Tullys have a distance to travel, but yet so do we. We will accept. Oh, the Tullys are already there. No wonder he called us in. Oh. And maybe we honour this alliance in name only. Oh, they use dragons. Oh my word. I forgot that they had dragons. Well, they both had dragons, obviously. Whoa. I think we did well to keep out of this. But a death of a dragon rider. Dark winds carry dark words, and today's news is no different. Princess Rhaenyra of the Iron Throne was incinerated by Laena Valerian's dragon in a dragon duel. Her dragon, the beast Syrax, is now without the guidance of her rider. Although I was not fond of her, the loss is shocking nonetheless. While Syrax continues to reside with Rhaenyra's family as they mourn, it is unclear what becomes next for her. What will Syrax do now? Well, I mean, if the timeline of House of Dragon wasn't upended enough when Lady Rhea Royce murdered her husband Daemon Targaryen, now Princess Rhaenyra's husband in that timeline has just defeated her. Syrax has been incinerated. Oh, well, Syrax passed on as well. One of many dragons that roam the world. With so many dragons roaming the skies and terrorising the small folk, it is not yet known whether or not she will be remembered by history, or will just be a small footnote in the long list of dragons which dominated the seas and skies in this age. What is one when so many remain? Well, I honestly did not think that Lord Corliss was going to win that. I underestimated him. Of course, they had 2 tame dragons. They'd got Princess Rhaenyssa's and his son Laenor's. Now, if Vaylor could hurry up and hatch an egg, that would be amazing. We had 2 favours. Sweet smiles and little lies, just like other children his age, my son and heir Yorence sometimes lies and tests boundaries. However, he often avoids suspicion with his sweet demeanour, and people always forgive him when he does get caught. I wonder just how much he gets away with. I will keep an eye on this one. And he gains the trait charming. So diplomacy and intrigue would be useful. Diplomacy and intrigue. His diplomacy and intrigue have gone up. What are our strengths? Intrigue. So maybe we would like our son to go down the intrigue route as well. Yes. Fertility and renown. Well, why not? We've got the space, we might as well equip them. We kind of want to get the Lordship of Cold War to burn. But we tried so many times to find a secret on Lord John, and he's just the purest of the pure, that man. Oh, we've lost a councillor. So I've given up trying to find a secret on him. Maybe his son's a bit more wayward. Looks like a West Ham fan. House Vit. We will assign you to the Spy Master's position. We could host our own grand tournament. Tidbits from far away. Visiting the local market, a merchant from a faraway land catches my attention. Come closer, my lady. Marvel at treasures never before seen in these lands. Walk right past the guards responsible for those beauties, a true knower of people that I am. This merchant might have more to give me than marvels from afar. A diplomacy challenge. It must be interesting travelling as much as you do. He will tell me what he knows. Popular opinion would go down. This should cover both trinkets. Well, we're not really flush with gold, so we're unlikely to win a diplomacy challenge. He will tell me what he knows. Obviously, our opinion went down slightly. So who is now? Let's press pause. Who has Dragonstone? King Viserys. Who's your heir now? Oh, Prince Aegon, of course. Well, that sorts out lots of potential bother that was going to happen, doesn't it? We could go to a hunt, which is close by. Lord Aemon's hunt. Which one's Lord Aemon's? That one's Lord Aemon's. We'll join. We don't need any captains. I don't think we really need the mercenary guards either. Yes, we will join your hunt. A fresh start. This should be good sport if the event is properly organised. Yep, we hope it's properly organised. I've checked my gear and horse many times. It won't be long now. Hugh assembles a party as the sun rises over their camp in the highlands near Gullview. The local gamekeepers have scoured the vicinity for recent tracks and fumes. It seems a mighty hart is unquestionably in the area, a quarry fit for a king. Ultimately, Lord Aemon decides he wants to hunt the hart today. Peril, dangerous, prestige, impressive. My vassal Jon is crouched down on the ground, humming cheerfully, picking geraniums. Aemon, my vassal, peers over his shoulder, listening intently. Lady, what a bounty of nature! Look at these plants. Truly the wealth of the earth knows no bounds. We do not appreciate these simple treasures enough. Get back on your horse. Success chance increases. Fascinating. What's that flower? Yeah, we gain stress because we're hunter. We want the hunter. Sandman could do with these herbs. Are you practicing witchcraft? I mean, the success chance is pretty low, but I would say get back on your horses. As we amble in a group, I hear Lord Lucas behind me, hissing from atop his hunting steed. Look at that cold-hearted churl. He points at my vassal, Lord Jon, who seems to be having a hard time bearing the insults. We're rude ourselves, so and shy. I don't think we would stand up for him, really. No, but that would give us stress. It doesn't say why we'd get stress there. As a rude person, I think maybe we wouldn't have got stress for that. Yeah, as we're rude, we'll just say, ha, Jon has gone as red as a beet. Lord Aemon's huntsmen say they know the place of the beast's covert and the nearby waterholes and grazings the hart frequents. Our host thinks for a moment before agreeing we should sneak up on the unwitting beasts. So be it. Success chance is back down to 10% again. Yeah, despite our efforts, we were unable to get close to the hart herd. They sensed us each time we neared, fleeing and going to ground. It's nearly too dark to continue. We will have to admit defeat at the hands of the deer. You cannot win them all. Heeding the call of the wild is an adventure, and this outing delivered the good and the bad in abundance, indeed. Master Romar gathers the disappointed party and exhausted hounds for the trip home. The hart has eluded us. This time, let us leave this adventure behind. We lost some stress, that's good. Gained some prestige, gained some trait experience. Yeah. So as soon as we get home, thank the 701, I can go inside again. Well, I mean, not a lot happened in our realm, although a lot happened down in Driftmark and Dragonstone. That was quite a turn up. But I will draw this episode to a close. I'm going to try and record another one because I am going on holiday soon. So I'm trying to get a couple of episodes recorded in advance and schedule them on YouTube. I know next week whilst I'm away, a new DLC comes out for CK3, The Rose to Power. I do have a little niggle and a little worry at the back of my mind that might cause issues for this playthrough, more so than the Danelaw playthrough that's going on. I'll have to see what happens. Obviously, I can roll it back and play without the DLC. That's if I buy the DLC, which I know I will do at some point. But there does come with a free update, which that's the important thing really that will affect the playthrough. I could roll it back, but then I can only really play one or the other unless I keep downloading, rolling it back to play the Danelaw. Fingers crossed it won't affect it at all, but we'll see. But yes, we will tackle that in a week or so's time when I'm back off holiday. Yeah, so not a great deal happened within our realm, but it was quite shocking to see Princess Rhaenyra die, and Syrax, of course. Maybe in the next episode we might be able to maybe take some of this Grimhold up here. But in the meantime, look after yourselves, and I'll hope to see you again soon. Cheers!